Please consider becoming a patron of the Ramen Raider. Patrons receive special benefits like bonus videos, voting on the Patron's Choice Top 10, and early Top 10 list access. Visit patreon.com/the Ramen Raider and become a patron today. Thank you.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like.
Alright, hey, how's it going? This is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today I've got something from China. It's from China with a J, ladies and gentlemen. This is artificial crawfish flavored stir-fry noodle. See, there's a little guy riding a crawfish. Means business. In the instructions on the back here, it's mentioning drink sour milk and iced tea as an accompaniment to it because it's going to be spicy. And today, I've got a special gift for you. Coming out of Port Townsend, Washington, I have the author, satirist, and all-around human being, Matthew Bellah, and his magical thumb. Why don't you enthrall my listeners, my friend, with information about your magical thumb?
Greetings and salutations from the land of convalescence. This is Matt Bellah and his thumb, or what's left of it. Yeah, yesterday I almost cut my...
Say that again, I pushed a bad button.
Yesterday I, hello, world. This is Matthew Bellah once again.
Face!
Greetings from the land of convalescence. I bring you tidings of injuries and deportations from common sense and reason. Yes, yesterday I almost cut my thumb off with a power saw. Wasn't fun. I bled a lot. Went to the hospital, and they numbed up my thumb and ripped off my fingernail with a pair of pliers. So I have no thumbnail on my left hand now. It's awesome.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It'll grow back. I think it'll grow back.
Now, how is the current administration compensating you or helping you out with your pain?
They made fun of me, so at least I got a shout out. And Dr. Fauci is at least my personal physician. So
That's good. That's good. Dr. Fauci, stand-up guy. This one comes with a large pouch of sauce and then some garnish. They'll get drained after 5 minutes that we spend with Mr. Bellah here, the renowned author and all-around human being. So, what's going on? I heard this morning that there was a guy on Morning Joe this morning, Morning Joe, the acclaimed MSNBC program, that these face masks really don't... They're not worth anything. Basically, the distancing is what matters. The face mask, if they make you feel better, then do it. Although, I think that rationale is like, if smoking crack and skydiving makes you feel better, do it. You know.
You ever seen that graphic of what it looks like when someone coughs or sneezes without a mask on, and then what happens with one on?
One is beautiful and one is boring.
Yeah, it's like basically spitting on someone versus not spitting on them.
Right, just don't sneeze or cough.
Well, that's sometimes impossible, sir.
Is it? Is it really? It just takes a little effort.
Sneezes and coughs are sometimes impossible to suppress.
I don't sneeze and cough. Just like
Ever.
out of nowhere.
Sneezed or coughed ever. No.
I do, but when I do, I don't do it around anyone.
I don't believe you.
I sneeze and cough alone.
Well,
All by my lonesome, buddy. There's nobody around when I sneeze or cough, let me tell you. That's like going to the bathroom, man. Why would you be around people when you sneeze or cough? It's a sign of weakness.
Some people don't like to be around other people when they go to the bathroom.
Yeah. That is a thing.
Each to their own, bro. Don't judge.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I got a large package in the mail.
Oh, I saw that, yes.
Yeah, and it's a big box, and then inside a big box, and they're frozen goods from Taiwan. Took 5 days to get here. They weren't frozen when I got them, but That box, I'm telling you what, man, I looked it up online, and one of those boxes, just the box it came in, goes for like $300.
Wow.
It's got like 11 big, like, U.S. paper, like printer paper size blocks that you know, like the freezer, like the blue ice blocks, except it's pink. It's like these big things with this pink liquid. And the whole thing altogether weighed 90 pounds.
Wow.
And there's 8 packs of noodles, 90 pounds in all. I looked up the shipping on something for 90 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was like over $1,000 US.
Who sent this to you?
A company called PLN Food out of Taiwan. They really want me to review their stuff.
Do you realize how awesome you are? Jeez, man.
I'm pretty awesome. I mean, if they really care about what I think about their noodles. I mean,
Totally.
I looked at their literature and it looks stunning as far as an instant noodle. It's actually not even an instant noodle. It's a frozen noodle. It's like a freezer section.
Wow.
And it
That's
says
crazy.
keep frozen. It's like I'm like floored that it even made it through. Period. You know, it's like it went to Honolulu and sat there, and I'm just waiting for him, like, shipment on hold due to blah blah blah, no release. Da da da. But it got through. The first time it took forever, and they sent them in a smaller box with all these different fancy gel packs and freezer blocks and stuff. But it was like room temp. When it got here today, after sitting in that box for 5 days, it wasn't frozen, but it was freaking cold. I was like,
Right.
I'm good with that. If somebody sent me a sandwich and it arrived in that condition, I'd eat it. And if anybody wants to send me a sandwich from Taiwan, I'll totally eat it if it arrives at that temperature.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I bet that would be nice. I watched a lot of like Asian street cooking cooking videos, and there's some. It's like that. What was that? I think it's like Korean sandwiches.
Face.
No. Yeah. Any noodles? Yeah. Do you
You need to go to Taiwan, dude.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Is that one of the places you haven't been yet, or wait?
I've been to
Thailand?
Taiwan. Every
right.
time I've gone to Asia, I've been to Taiwan, at least through there. But
Yes.
I've spent in all like 2 weeks in Taiwan, and it's like beautiful. It's wonderful. And you want to talk about street food?
Wow.
That's where the night markets are at, man.
Yeah.
That's where you can get like, you name it. I mean, the food there is stunning. I'm gonna drain my noodles now.
Forget.
These noodles, as I said, are from China by a company called Baixiang. And their little logo guy is an elephant. And their noodles, their stuff's really good. I like it a lot.
Huh.
Let's snip this, put it in here, give it a stir, and then we'll give it a taste. It comes with a sachet of sesame seed and coriander, so it's really, you're not going to get much out of, guess what that tastes like. But
Sesame
this,
seeds and coriander.
yeah. But this is going to be like, kind of like the fire noodle challenge. That's where they're going with it. Except it's got
Yeah.
this weird dude with a spyglass riding on a crayfish. So,
That's how you know it's real. It's authentic.
yeah, I
Ain't
got
messing
this
around.
at Asian
I mean, that is animal cruelty.
Asian Food Center, Asian Family Grocer in what do you call it? Bellevue. And it was the same day that I went to the Indian grocery. I'm reviewing an Indian variety next.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go next. I've been to Europe. I've been to Africa, to Egypt. I want to go to India next. I think I'm going to start saving up for a trip for that next year.
I saw a 3D. You can even put on a VR goggles and walking through. It's Ramses' tomb. It was on Reddit, and I looked at it, and it was pretty neat, and it was like really, really high res, but you could kind of like going through it like Google Street View.
Huh.
Yeah, and a lot of a lot of pictures of people, walk like an Egyptian. I mean, it totally looks like all that dancing. It's like that's such genius, dude. The Bangles, how did they know? Were they all anthropologists or archaeologists?
One of them was an anthropologist, yes.
And the Archies, that band, the
PhD.
Archies, they're archaeologists. All right, friends, my noodles. God, so the kid and the little girl, they got the school, and the teacher's all right. All right, friends, let's do our hello song. Stuff like that. So it's like I'm having a hard time not saying, okay, friends. While I'm doing instant noodle recipe time now.
Wow.
That's
weird.
It's so wonderful. But I did have a little Zoom meeting with a couple of the teachers yesterday. They had some suggestions, and Miles and Mimi sat down for the circle time, and she sent an email just to say that all the teachers were really stoked about that, and basically, so I got a gold star for making them do what they were supposed to.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I got props from a preschool teacher. I feel like, dude, I got a gold star. Does that mean I deserve to go buy a 6-pack and eat some pizza tonight? I think so.
Yes, it does. Exactly what that means, yeah. That is precisely what that means, huh?
All right, now see this? That's a coated noodle. That's thick. So, all right, let's give it a try. It's supposed to be spicy. Thanks to Kyle K from Mom's Dry Noodle for doing the translation on the instructions for this one. It had a picture of like a pitcher of lemonade, I thought, and a gallon of milk. It's actually a picture of iced tea, a pitcher of iced tea, and what translated as sour milk. And he said, actually, what they're trying to say is yogurt. So those are both things that might cut the heat of a spicy noodle. So wish me luck. Here we go. Cheers. That's hot.
Nice.
Not worth mentioning Scoville heat units, so I won't say it's that hot.
Yeah.
But it's got some pep in its step. It knows what it's talking about. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna plate this sucker. It's good. Everybody's gonna want to know how hot is it. It's so hot that it's maybe like if Bulldog is 1x spicy. Like the original fire noodle is 1x spicy. I'd say this is maybe like, I don't know, 0.8. Oh no, it's like 0.125x spicy. It's really not all that hot, but it's good. It's good. It's got a plate. It's got a fish on it and bubbles. So that's what we're gonna use. Here we go. You hear that music, Matthew?
I do.
That means you are a winner. And what you've won is the ability to listen to this music. And to talk to me, Hans the Ramen Raider, for more than 2 minutes. So I'm going to put these noodles in this bowl, and then we're going to garnish them.
As you do.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now. We're garnishing the noodles. Wow, that's colorful stuff. Oh, it's not centered correctly, dude. Here we go. What I need to do is figure out a way to do this show with recording Zoom meetings. I know you can do that somehow. But yeah, basically like have a big Zoom meeting with a whole bunch of people while I do this show.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, people would like that. People like things.
People tend to like things, yes.
Yeah. Still,
Random things.
Still, they like things.
Some people like spiders.
Yeah, you and your spider whistle, man. That's such a beautiful, beautiful concept.
Yeah. It's a whistle that attracts spiders. So it's silent to humans. So
you don't know they're coming until it's too late.
Correct, and then you're surrounded by spiders. I've got a Kickstarter for that. It's www.spiderwhistle.com/Patreon. So yeah, just hit me up.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. So here's some shrimp. I'm putting some of this chabe sauce on it. Gives it a nice little zing, a little bit of sweetness. You know, it's fun. You like it. And I'm gonna put some of this garnish on here too. And then it's gonna be time for the vegetables. That's always a fun part of the review experience, Matthew. I mean, it's people like this.
I'm open to new experiences.
I heard a belch. Are you enjoying a beverage at this time?
I just drank a black currant cider.
Hard cider?
Yes, sir.
And how was that?
Delicious.
My daughter's laughing at you. There's no way that you actually really are a person at this point. Yeah, that was my sweet little girl Miriam's cackle from the background. Let's see. I'm now going to put some. Should I do basil? Crawdad with crawfish. I don't know what the difference between the two are. I'm not from anywhere interesting. But spring onion, maybe some mung bean sprouts. I've been really digging the basil lately.
Get it?
Yeah, it's groovy stuff. A little bit of coriander, kind of like a little side salad. Say it with me, side salad.
Side salad.
There you go. That is class. All right, friends. There we go. I think it's time for the rotation to commence. And then we're going to wrap up the show right after that. So, Matthew, I hope you enjoy this music. It's special music. And hold your thumb to the earpiece of your phone, and it will, it should incite some healing for your wayward thumb. That's not where it should be. And we'll be right back. Rotato, do your stuff. Show today.
My pleasure, Hans.
Can I count on you for another episode?
Absolutely. Call me whenever. I'm off work for a week, so hit me up.
All right. Well, you can be on the next episode, which will be convening shortly. And yeah, it's been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles. These were Baixiang Crawfish flavor, artificial crayfish flavor, stir-fry noodle, kind of like a bulldog from South Korea. Have a good one. Don't forget to get the app off of Google Play. Visit theramenraider.com for over 3,500 reviews and fun stuff. And also go to shop.theramenraider.com to get all your noodles. All right, have a good one and bye.